everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it's no fluke. The Bears are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Packers, who will need to find a way to move the football.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
No, check, Patriot!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
No, check, Patriot!
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Onto the field now come the Bears. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
This is Howard on second down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Watch it now, Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go!
The slot man in motion right.
Green, 39!
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Buying time to, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third and long, it's Rodgers being chased out left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys.
And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Jameis Olawale, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Well, that was hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
No. Gun.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. Whoosh. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So they're operating in the red zone. On the handoff, this is Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. A give left side to Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
No, check, Patriot! All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the 1st on 2nd down and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
26. 319.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Back now at Soldier Field.